So, can you drink in Dubai? The short answer is yes, but, and there's always a but, isn't there? You just need to be careful about what you're doing. You can drink in Dubai, no problem. There's loads of places you can drink. If you're going to go to Dubai with that British mentality of, oh, we're going to drink 10 pints and we're going to go out and we're going to cause trouble and we're going to shout on the streets, you're going to have a problem. As they say, fuck around, find out. So stick with me and I'm going to tell you exactly where you can and can't drink, what is acceptable, what isn't acceptable, so that you're fully armed for when you actually get to Dubai. So who am I? I'm Dan Hunter. I've set my business up in Dubai. I'm here in the UK at the moment, but just visiting. And you can click a link in the pinned comment below to book with GenZone, who are my business partners and who I use to get out to Dubai. They're a great company, very transparent, very Western service. They won an award recently for the fastest growing Dubai consultants, which the free zones don't give out willy-nilly. You can also see a deep dive I did with Kevin on this channel, a 45-minute podcast where I talked about my experience, what they do. If you like the sound of it, book the call with them below, but on with the video. So back to booze. Dubai isn't a dry country by any stretch of the imagination. I've never been to Saudi Arabia, but I imagine that that's probably a lot drier in terms of alcohol. But Dubai has people from all over the world. You've got Europeans, Russians, Asians, Africans, Americans. You've got, you know, the entire world here that probably does want to drink. I personally don't drink, but that's, you know, that's a personal preference. You can drink when you're here. You just need to think carefully. So the good news is, as I said, you can drink, but it's in designated places. So there's going to be bars, hotels, restaurants, not all hotels, beach clubs, all of these things. But you'll very quickly find out, especially if you're from Europe, that, or even the US, I suppose, is there's not really like a sort of pub culture. Everything is attached to like a hotel complex. So you'll have the hotel, you'll have the bar, you'll have the restaurant, the beach club, all in this kind of one complex, which I imagine makes the licensing easy. And it's open to everybody, so you don't have to be a guest at the hotel. You can just turn up, walk into the bar, and everything's fine. So with that being said, where can't you drink and what can't you do? So this is where Dubai differs massively, and they will put up with you drinking if you put up with some of their rules, and they're not that extreme. If you're gonna go to the supermarket and buy some beers, you can't just crack them on the street and start drinking. You can't go to the beach, turn on the stereo and start drinking. It's not Blackpool Beach. You can't be drinking in public. Anything like that is gonna land you in deep trouble very quickly. Now, of course, you can drink in public in these designated beach bars and stuff. That's where they kind of just relax and they let you do what you want within reason. If you're gonna make a nuisance of yourself and you're gonna start shouting, you're gonna act like you're at a stag party or something like that, you're very quickly gonna find out that ain't gonna wash in Dubai. But you do need to drink responsibly. The idea of drinking 10 pints, leaving the venue and, you know, shouting and just making a nuisance of yourself, that's going to be a problem as well. You'll get arrested like that. Or arrested maybe is a bit strong, but you will attract the attention of the police and the authorities. Don't bring your alcohol consumption into the wider world. So just to kind of recap, the things that you can and can't do. There's no public drunkenness. There's no open alcohol containers in cars. There's no drink driving here. Like if you've had half a beer and you get caught, zero tolerance. Also, here's a big one for Westerners. Don't post yourself doing stupid shit and tag a venue into it. Like if you're drunk and you're out somewhere and you want to climb up a lamppost, I don't recommend it. But for God's sake, don't film yourself doing it. The authorities will find you. Okay, so that's a few of the, I guess, the negatives out the way, but what is the actual drinking culture like in Dubai? So it's very controlled, normal. You can do all kinds of things here. So you can drink, there's even warehouse raves that I've seen. Now, are they the warehouse raves of the 90s? No, they're not, but there's plenty of fun and alcohol and stuff like that available. If you want it, you can find it, but you just need to be careful. And as I said, the main sort of drinking culture here is not 10 pints after work. It's maybe brunches that you'll do on a Saturday. Maybe you'll have a couple of drinks, but that drinking culture that we have in Europe and especially in the UK doesn't exist. And something else to bear in mind, a bit of an honorary mention, I guess, is Ramadan, which doesn't really affect us in Europe and the UK, but clearly Dubai's or the UAE is a Muslim country, Dubai, being a city in the UAE. And Ramadan, all of these rules kind of get ramped up to 11. So restaurants, bars, they'll black out their windows. It's a little bit more lax these days, but just be respectful. But my personal feeling is I love the way Dubai handles alcohol, actually. It's all in designated places. You can get what you want. There's no culture of, you go walking around at 2 a.m. and there's no kind of yob culture of people drinking or spitting or swearing or causing problems. There's none of that. There's no smashing of windows. It's a super family friendly, female friendly, nice place to be. And if you want to drink, you can do that. If you want to get drunk, you can totally do that. Just out of sight, out of mind. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for the video. Click the link below for GenZone if you want to get yourself out here, come out on holiday or go and set a business up. You can do that with GenZone below, but you can book a call below with them and they'll talk you through the whole setup. But until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.